Hello, welcome back to Old World Blues. So, I've been reading a little bit about this scavenging thing. Though, I don't necessarily know if I fully understand it, because so apparently there's a scavenging efficiency, which I'm not quite sure what that is. Is that related to something like consumer goods? No, it isn't. Affects our chances to find equipment, currently 0%, and increase it by reducing energy weapons and manpower. Then, when it is removed, we get the manpower back, but we also get basic melee weapons and pipe guns. I don't think, this doesn't seem like something we should be doing. I think this seems like something for smaller nations who don't have advanced weapons, because we're going to go with like an elite army of mostly advanced weapons wielding, soldiers and such. So I don't know, we probably don't want to mess with that. We can go early or partial mobilization. Which in fact I'm going to do that. And we are saving some political power, but how much do we need for the NCR thing? 53 at the moment. So it should be good in assigning someone. What are the political boys here? Purist, research speed, war support, daily elite support. The research speed is always good. Of course, I don't necessarily know exactly what is best in this mod compared to vanilla and Kaiserreich and stuff like that. The stuff I usually play, my bread and butter. Army experience gain is good though. Especially right now because we are trying to train up and assemble some good divisions. Like, look at this. This is currently very narrow, very small. Like, the width of this is 10. Which, I don't know if they've changed it in this game, but combat width, you usually wanted to keep it to like 20 or 40 in vanilla. So I think we want to get some army experience. So I think I'm going to go with, where was he? The army reformer there. Gives us more of this. Army Chief Reform 3 guy. Fair enough. So now we can communicate through smoke signals as we fly our vertibirds. We now have to hide from the NCR again. Where is it? Right. There it is. Next time is 63. We are still producing more rapid response divisions. And yeah, they someone in the comments said that the correct quote-unquote way of doing or going about this is by going after New Reno, though New Reno is in a Nevada pact with Vault City. I thought Vault City was down here. Oh, there's Vault City, huh. I guess that sort of makes sense, I guess, because, yeah, Vault City's kind of to the east, I guess, in the Fallout 2 map. Security Chief Wallace. Oh, that doesn't look like or that doesn't seem like the Vault City I know. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a shining beacon of liberty, but at least they had some sort of representative government, I think. Though they did have like a stratified society with like citizenship being strongly restricted. Oh my god, we're on NATO. We shouldn't be on NATO. Hold on. There we go. That's why they said MP there. Vats of Goo, Fallout OST. This is probably down by, well, it's actually probably from the Mariposa military base. Or it could be down at the, well, the Master, which is, I guess, also Mariposa military base. Wait, there's, I forget, there's the Vats of Goo at the church, aren't there? There, and then there's the the ones at Mariposa Military Base. At one of them, you can choose to get dipped in a vat of goo and turn into a super mutant, and doing so immediately loses you the game. The old Fallout games are so good. All infantry, motorized and mechanized. Yeah, so some people also mentioned that technically the Enclave are tanks, like the power armors are panzers. But Basic Forges is mutually exclusive with organized Tato farming. Why? You either have to go industrial or agricultural society. I don't necessarily know why that has to be mutually exclusive. Is where you go if you want to create like actual tanks, which we have a bonus on vehicles, and it's only 24 days, so we might as well go down that path in case we want to, you know, roll some tanks over the NCR at some point. Don't even know if we need aircraft. As flamers, so we've got anti-tank healing powder, maybe a medical chem company with a trickle back for our small army. These guys are fully trained, so let's get them in the 1st Armored Infantry. What's the infantry called in Starship Troopers? They're like the something infantry. Execute on false charges. Probably not the best idea to do right now, though. Is it a... Removes national spirit, political infighting. It's bad. That's the thing we're going to do right before we actually start a war. Which I guess we are with New Reno soon. As to spend political manpower to call home stray Enclave remnants or reorganize the troops. We're going to go with reorganize the troops at the moment. Then we'll go with, I guess, execute the opposition, and then we'll invade New Reno. Excuse me, my bad. I just bumped a glass. They have a few divisions, but ours should be much better. Hopefully we can roll over them, though I don't feel fully... I don't feel fully confident. I'm gonna create some auxiliary divisions just to hold a line. I don't want to, like, have a bunch of uncovered tiles that they can just assault through. Keep in mind that we also will be fighting Vault City. The idea is going to be, though, to push into New Reno before they can actually send their troops in. Let's see here. Let's place them over there, like this. Second armored, down towards New Reno itself. 1st armored, outwards. Encounter with the Crimson Caravan again. I mean... no witnesses. And we're going to send or set up the 1st armored northeastwards here. The auxiliaries, we'll use them to patch up holes left by any of our troops, and we'll use the automated core. I'm not actually sure how... like, what they're good at. But we'll use them much the same. In fact, actually, we could just set up the power armor core, both power armor cores, on one front line here, and have them both push simultaneously down into New Reno. Great Khans declared on the something tribes. Don't really care. Okay, reorganize the troops is done. Vehicle max speed. Don't really know if our boys count as vehicles. I'm going to do this even though it's ahead of time because of the research speed bonus. You know how I love those incremental bonuses if you've watched any of my past series. Foundries and stuff from metal. We need power if anything, so power station would be good. Max factories in the state. So this is concentrated industry, and this is recruitable population and so retention and base factory output. Yeah, I'm honestly not quite sure. So the recruitable population is good. I don't see a lot of change here. Unless those are incremental, so 20% and then 20% of that, 20% of that, and so on and so forth. Requires vacuum tubes for primitive radio, gotcha. Guess we'll have a further look at that later on. Let's see here if there's anything else we can research here. Got the Tesla weapon, we don't have the plasma weapons. Got the XO1 Mark II. Or sorry, XO2 is it? Oh, it's actually XO1. My bad. I thought it was called the XO2. Where did I see the plasma weapons? Oh no, wait, those were in the focus tree. So, if we choose this, we get plasma weapons. And that's the power armor production cost. And as I said earlier, look at what we need here. I mean, we need Tesla and plasma weapons as well, but the power armor production cost will allow us to create more of those, like the rest, so... I'm gonna go with... That also gives us infantry equipment in general. And this gives us power armor equipment in general. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with the power armor equipment. I violated the thing I said earlier about what we're going to do. Defense for infantry, if these guys count as infantry, hopefully they do. I went back on my talks of going down this path, and then Purge, and then New Reno, because I realized we need more power armor production so that we can reinforce what we already have. Also, I'm going to do this. Focus on reinforcement before focusing on creating new troops. Double check the equipment that we're using. Yeah, I mean, we'll use whatever we have. I'll try to use the best ones available. No real point in researching explosive support because we can't actually use it yet. Because the problem right now is that we don't have... Oh, ones are getting big. The problem right now is that we don't have... the military experience necessary to actually change our units around. So we need that first. First and foremost. Renovating the right distillery. A lot of cool stuff in the focus trees. A lot of references to the lore. American PMC, the New World. So this is like the New Reno Enclave-esque stuff here. Yeah, Archthorn can take over New Reno, there you go. But he is now in the Enclave Reborn thing instead, but he is just a soldier now, or a leader. Guys, we've got a precedent. We're gonna wait with the slave labor stuff until a bit later. Let's, change to war economy. Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have changed ours, because we get a free change here. 40 days, 60 days on that. Don't need manpower right now, we do need... Okay, let's do the expedition. We're gonna wait with the war, actually. Because I'm still kind of skeeved out by the idea of a war with someone with this much more manpower in the field. Even though we should kick their ass, hopefully. Army experience gain 0.5 daily. Oh. Let's do that. I didn't even know that was a feature. There's a lot of stuff like that that I'm not aware of in this. Aside from the NCR again, that was added into this game that isn't in vanilla or any other mod I've played. Which song is this? Is this from Acolytes of the New God? So I'm guessing that's from the church in VOD 1. I'm playing this music over the radio music because the radio music is going to get copyright claimed, and this is also really cool and brings back memories to playing Fallout 1 and 2. Do have a war goal against the 80s, which is probably going to be an easier fight than New Reno and Vault City at the same time. Mariposa military base, 1 out of 3. Let's go. It appears that the base is in even worse shape than when we left it. Something demolished the entire upper level, presumably using explosives. What could that be? Luckily, most of the base is underground, and there are alternative entrances for those with the right access codes. As a result, assault team pushes deeper into the bowels of the facility, rattling and screaming echoes through the metal corridors. It appears super mutants have survived in these depths. God knows how. We can capture them, which unlocks the super mutant slaves focus. Well, surely we should kill mutants on sight. With the first squad super mutants taken care of, these are the VATs, and that's, taken care of, our team approaches the target of the expeditions. The glowing green VATs of FEV are right here where we left them. Though many of the cases are damaged, the FEV in these VATs contaminated beyond belief, they would not be suitable for our research. With more super mutants on their heels, our team must decide what to do quickly. 1 vial of pure FEV is all we need, bring whatever we can carry. So, these may come in handy. I'm gonna go with this one just because I don't know what it's gonna result in, and I think I'm intrigued. Okay, so the expedition has been done. Let us purge the opposition, see what happens. Flexibility of movement or flexibility of command. Breakthrough, training time, organization loss when moving, and this is support companies in general. Oh my god, that's so much better. I'm gonna go with this one just because of the massive support companies buff. Does mean we do need to add support companies to all of our men though. But we're gonna do that. Okay, we got the vacuum cubes. Now we can go with the radios. Vault City declared war on pale folks. This is probably the time then to declare war, which is why we're... Oh, it's not why we're doing it, but it's why I'm going to keep doing it. Douglas Granite deserts. Granite has taken a few of his most devoted supporters and deserted the Enclave in Invertebrate last night. Support for the reformers have dwindled with the disappearance of their leader. Okay. That's not great. Wonder if he'll create his own faction somewhere. Caesar's Legion balling out of control. Yeah, that was fast. Take New Reno. Before we do that, we should get, let's see, division attack, power drop. So this is good for if we're going to drop our men with vertebrates, which I don't think we're going to do because I'm not quite sure how it works in this mod yet. So I'm going to keep to what I know. This guy gives 15% division attack. That's insane. So I'm going to add him, or grab him. Take New Reno. Alright, What else do we go with here? Tire profile? Why not? And now we have the Annex War Goal. Let's reorganize the engineers. They are moving their troops onto our border now. We should probably capitalize on the fact that they're not quite ready yet. And we are. We have no allies. Declaring war. Okay, let's hope that I haven't made a terrible, terrible mistake. And let's hope that I have understood the Enclave to work, or the power armor to work the way that I think it works, in that it's going to completely destroy everything we encounter. Seems like I'm correct. Oh yes, I'm very much correct on that. Should also probably not abandon our capital completely there, since it's our only victory point, so if you lose it, there you go, Vault City's been called. If we lose it, we're basically fucked. I'm gonna try to encircle this motorized division here with the Handies. Also, we should probably have a leader for the Handies. We don't have any because we just purged them all. New commander, Gideon Lane. Okay, let's see, we've reached the outskirts of New Reno. I love the thicker cities thing, where you actually have to like fight through different districts. Is he trying to encircle me here? This is a very messy frontline situation here. Yeah, so we've got the motorized here encircled. I'm just gonna keep pushing on them. And I'm gonna just rush Nixon here, take the victory points, and then try to encircle as much as I can with the auxiliaries. I'm gonna try to also push outwards from Sierra Army Depot specifically to avoid them just running troops in there and taking it, because that would be disastrous for us. Can't even see the tile we're holding, but I'm just gonna try to run in for New Reno, or rush in for New Reno here. Wish the 3D models weren't such a clutter on the individual tiles. It's not a problem out here, but it becomes a problem down here. The goal right now is just to try to take New Reno itself, the capital. Try to get these guys to capitulate so we don't have to fight them all. And then try to push the front up to here where it's quite narrow with Vault City, and then grind them down. You know, easier said than done, but it should be doable considering the vast superiority of our arms. Of course, it's not going to be easy if we lose our line back home. This is the problem with the thicker cities thing. It's literally impossible to actually see what's going on. Okay, we're gonna try to salvage this without having to save scum, because I feel like save scumming, because I just can't see what's going on. If anyone knows a way to, like... Hold on. Maybe this'll help. Nope. I think it's added by the mod. Oh, there we go. Holy shit, I should have used that. I even saw it doesn't make it much better, 'cause now, look at this. Now I can actually see, though. And I can see the folly of my, well, I can see what terrible mistakes I've made. In the way I handle this, because I can actually see all the provinces now. Which should be good, it's fine. Because we're gonna reach New Reno. We already hold, a bunch of these smaller... Oh, they broke out. A bunch of these smaller, tiles. We'll probably retake Nixon easily. Or small victory points, I mean. I don't know if we're going to have to take Lovelock to actually get them to capitulate. I think near Reno and Nixon might be enough. Though we'll find out in a short time, I think. You can see here, we can fight quite well while being out of supply. But we do still want those auxiliaries because we want to stop, you know, this stuff from happening, for example. Let's make sure everyone is fighting. They are. There we go. He's no longer fighting now. He is pushing towards Reno, but he keeps getting attacked. So we gotta stop them somewhere. That's a problem there. There we go. Auxiliaries. Rush them up to the front line. Yeah, this is a total mess because of the thicker cities. I didn't consider how awkward it would be with the 3D models. Well, luckily now I've turned them off so we can actually see again. But still, I think we would have won already had I not been confused by the 3D models there. We may have to try a different strategy, one in which we try to encircle this massive army here. Instead of pushing immediately for New Reno. I think we can cut them off from supply by just taking these tiles. Though it's not going to be enough to, you know, to win immediately. It might be able to hold them off for a while. They keep doing these like sneaky strategies where they just take a couple of tiles in order to make me lose connections with our... oh, thank you. With our troops here. Yeah, all we need is to just take New Reno, I think. Hopefully. And of course hold New Reno outskirts. But it's so damn hard because of all the stuff that's attacking this one division that was meant to get there. Gideon Lane falls ill. I want to have a look at the... let's have a look at their manpower, because we shouldn't be losing too much, but they should be taking quite the beating. No, not necessarily. Each division isn't that huge when it comes to manpower, though, of course. The guys at Nixon are getting completely destroyed. So the problem right now is that... Okay, we should be able to... Yeah, we should be able to link these guys up again. This guy's encircled, right? So, and he keeps getting attacked from literally every direction. So we just need to periodically, every now and then, get supplies back, so we can get the organization and everything back up. Should be a problem so long as we're vigilant and constantly micromanaging this. Oh, these guys actually somehow got organization. I don't know how. You know what? I don't know what the Vault City guys have and where they have it, but I think their troops are all here right now, so I'm just gonna run for Vault City and see what happens. Alright, let's see. Send out iBots for recon non-core manpower, or... We don't need either of those. I think we're gonna need... Let's try Voltec HQ. Don't know what that's gonna do. Don't want to have this guy like move off of his tile, but I do want to have him fight someone. Yeah, and then stay, attack these guys now, just to keep the enemies off their feet. Now, okay, so they still hold Nixon. Now we just need to take Nixon. Now, of course, that's going to be much more problematic than just, you know, doing it, because... Oh, we're going to take Nixon and Lovelock, or Nixon or Lovelock? Let's have a look. Either way, it's not going to happen this episode, but generally, it seems like any war here with the Enclave needs to be, like, messy, but it needs to be quick. I didn't realize how fast it needed to be done. Or to be concluded. Oh. Enclave Yankee. Well, let's have a look at the... where do you even see the war? Oh, over there. Current wars. Enclave Reno War. They should have... Oh, it controls 25%, so we need to take one more victory point. Just run for Lovelock. I want to try to capitulate them in this episode. Just to show you that even though I made a terrible mistake there while I couldn't see what was going on, not all is lost. So we need to hold Reno, which we are. And we need to break out in order to move over towards Lovelock. Or just any victory point in general. We also can't abandon the Sierra Army Depot. We need to hold that. So otherwise I believe we immediately capitulate. Of course, move back. Don't leave the army outskirts. Or sorry, Reno outskirts. Let's get back to the Sierra Army Depot. We lost our auxiliaries. We're going to lose our handies as well. It's fine as long as we have the power armor, I think. Yeah, I would have done this differently. If I knew that I was gonna get confused, of course, I would have turned that off, and then I would have just rushed for the victory points. Which I was trying to do, but I couldn't really see how to do so. I couldn't see the path. So that's totally my bad. Either way, I think with just these three divisions, we should be able to make it all the way to Lovelock. As I said in the early beginnings of this series, this is going to be a learning experience for me, because I literally don't know how, like... I know how to play Hearts 4, so I kind of have an idea of how to win wars and stuff, but I don't know the, you know, the strategic realities that face the Enclave at the beginning, or just the general, like, the feeling of the general wars in this, like how you need to conduct them and all that. There's a lot of stuff in Hearts 4 that you sort of get the feel for, like... for example, as Germany, you know you can't build a navy because you won't have oil, at least not for a long time. stuff like that. Those kinds of situations you sort of slowly begin to like learn by heart. Also, if we were to try something daring here, we could have tried some encirclements but it's hard because we can't really see the tiles that well. Let's see. Also, let's double check that we aren't... Oh my god, it's 129 because we're fighting a war, I'm guessing. We should have that by the deadline. So I could move the auxiliaries out, or sorry, move these power armor guys out. But I'm extremely wary in doing so because by doing that, I leave only the auxiliaries to hold it. And that seems like a very risky proposition. Need these guys to stop attacking so we can move out. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to break out. Yeah, see, every time they just keep coming back. We need to hold. Actually, no, we need to move up north. They're gonna keep rushing people into that breach, though, so we're gonna possibly lose these men. Which, no, okay, cool. We can move out of there. No, maybe not. That's the frustrating part about having less men than the enemy, is that they can pin you so easily. At this point, it's just down to the RNG, or to the AI's decision making, whether or not they're going to leave us the opening to get out, reinforced by Sierra Army Depot, and then... Hold on. Maybe we can do this. Nope. Probably not. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. They're gonna retreat out of the tile, though, which is not great. But as you can see now, we are regaining organization. So since we now can hold this line for a little bit, we can then try to push for Lovelock and try to keep a congruent line as well. Anyways, having only lost one auxiliary division and lost two Mr. Handy divisions, which were kind of useless to begin with, maybe they could get better with tech. I feel like we're okay for now, but I do need to end the episode because we have gone way over time. This is a lot of fun, though. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like, you can check me out on Twitter, Discord, Twitch, and Patreon if you'd like to support me financially in the description down below. That is about it. I don't have time to do any more pimping, so thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.